Hello, John Bennett here with 3 Steps to Conquering ADD, ADHD, and today I'm sharing a brand new study that just came out from a doctor who posted her findings in the Lancet, which is a very prestigious medical journal. And I'm posting this, I'm going to post the article and a link to some of the audio here on this blog post, but I just wanted to make the point that this is yet another study that confirms the teachings inside 3 Steps to Conquering ADD, ADHD. My book has been out for about 8 years. It's a worldwide bestseller across the world. We continue to revise it. We're working on the 7th edition right now, and it's going to be a big major overhaul. Probably won't be out until later this year, but this is a current theme that happens, I don't know, at least once a year. A new study by a prominent researcher or doctor comes out and says, hey, we're barking up the wrong tree with the drug first type approach. And, it's interesting, but most of the time, these studies make no effect on how we handle ADD, ADHD, especially here in America, where we are in a myriad of medical spider web where everybody is looking out for the number one thing, which is profits. And you've got the drug companies, big drug companies, the insurance companies, and everything is just locked into a system where it's very difficult for anybody to conceive actually trying to use a natural approach before we just medicate right off the bat. So I'd like to play a little clip of the audio for you, and then I'll wrap it up. So here you go.
Dutch researcher Liddy Pelser says as many as 2/3 of those kids may not need medicine at all. It's a conclusion she recently published in the British medical journal Lancet. And Pelser, who runs the ADHD Research Center in the Netherlands, argues that in many cases, behaviors usually associated with ADHD can be controlled by changes in diet.
ADHD, it's just a couple of symptoms. It's not a disease. We should look for the cause of it. Like in eczema, the skin is affected, but a lot of people get eczema because of a latex allergy or because they are eating a pineapple or strawberries. And I think there is a paradigm shift needed. If a child is diagnosed ADHD, we should say, okay, we have got those symptoms. Now let's start looking for the cause.
The majority of children who are diagnosed ADHD are given medication. But you believe that this research suggests that many of those children may not need it, that they may simply need to alter their diets.
Well, what we know now is that in 64% of children with ADHD is caused by food. It's a hypersensitivity reaction to food. So then there is 36% left. In those children, we could start research for dyslexia, for highly talented, or maybe children who are not so talented and who have to do too much in school and just don't manage it to do it. And they are getting distracted too, and they start fidgeting too.
That's just a short audio clip from the interview with NPR. I've got links to the entire study here on the blog post, but I just wanted to point out that this is not a new concept. This is there have been similar studies dating much further back than my book or anything else, and I'm just the messenger, and I just want everyone to know that the first course of action does not have to be drugs. Many people just make that mistake. They blindly follow their doctor's advice. They don't think that they think it's truly a condition, a disease that requires medication, and that's simply not true. So enjoy the study, and I'll see you soon.